Hi folks, and welcome back to the Forgotten City. Last time we threw this game wide open. Oh, hey, Glary.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my god. Oh shoot. Wait,
Oh,
there was
wait,
another
there was
option
another
there. Fuck.
Oh, no.
I'll check it out in a moment. I didn't see it.
I don't think you'll be able to because he's going to run away.
You're right. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going straight to God. Last time, I'm actually going to wait until he's done talking.
Okay. All right. Take
I
that.
know. It's shocking, hilarious. So much has occurred in so short a time.
Things are crazy. Let me tell you.
I'll make sure he passes on the message.
Can I also tell you that you need to gather...
Once I'm done,
I wish we could tell him to gather people or something. I don't know.
I'll check back. I think maybe that's what we missed, but we'll deal with that in a moment.
Okay, last time.
Yes, last time. We had completed what looked to be the perfect loop, only for us to and at the end of that we got a key to the upper cistern and got the final plaque, only for the loop to be forced restarted because of Dooley. Using our information and our plaque and our key, we finally went into the temple to Pluto and decided to confront God, and were teleported / maybe we've been here all along to a spaceship, a space station overlooking Earth, only to discover that God is in fact an alien, and he's rude. We had a debate. It didn't end great. It could have probably ended better. I think we can all agree.
Yeah, you gotta say them all again.
Yeah, I gotta say them all in the right order. Here we go.
Yeah.
But I'm going back now because we left the it's Hades now.
Yeah.
And then it's Osiris, and then it's Nurgle.
Yep.
We left the conversation having stolen Proserpina's crown. No, I know. I wasn't paying attention.
Osiris.
Open the door. I'm sorry.
And now it's Nurgle.
And now it's Nurgle. I can't, talking and selecting options at the same time. I wouldn't be a great speedrunner. Hey, check this out.
Look
See?
at this fucking, look at this shit.
Look at this.
Look at this shit.
We proceeded to die on this bridge and passed it a whole bunch, but here we are. Let's see how
how
this goes.
how do we want to approach this, actually, real fucking quick?
I was just going to be like, hey, here's a crown.
Oh,
time
right.
is funky. You don't know what's going on, and maybe we should talk.
Did you explain that so that we got out with Proserpina's crown?
I mean, we got out with Proserpina's crown. We don't know any more about it.
No.
I mean, what we learned is that Proserpina is effectively much like the myth, a captive of Hades, of Pluto's, of Osiris's, etc.
Yeah.
That she had chosen to become mortal in order to save humanity, and Pluto was like, no, you can't do that because mortals suck and die. So he froze her like a statue, and we killed her at the end of that loop, got her crown.
And now we're going
to show him that we did that, and he'll probably kill us. Or he'll be like, you control time, and it'll be fun.
We shall see. Maybe it'll instill a sense of respect.
Or doubt.
Or
both.
Yeah.
Allow me to introduce myself.
I don't care, man. Anyway, see, this is Proserpina's crown.
Bro, wow.
Fascinating.
That's a weird way to do
that's
it.
the option, but let's do it. Here we go.
We like throw it at his feet.
I would recognize that anywhere. And yet my beloved still wears hers. What is this? How did you come by it?
I took it from her after I killed her in another timeline.
You.
Why would we say that?
That's a great question.
Creature. Why would you do such a thing? And worse still, boast about it.
Because we have the power.
I didn't want to kill her, but if you don't put an end to the golden rule, I'll do it again. I can do this all day in the golden rule, or I will. Oof.
Whoa. I like the top one. Stares aghast.
You have put me in an impossible position. If I refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium humiliated and alone.
It is a lose-lose for you either way.
It's true. And if you kill me, I have a save spot right back there, and we do this all over again, buddy. That's the idea. Yeah.
Perhaps you are cleverer than you appear.
We tricked God.
I do not see
Proserpina.
any choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like nothing I've witnessed.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say.
humans
I
suck.
feel like we could have gone the other
Now
direction.
Yeah.
You've shown me your species' true colors. And I see that Proserpina was a fool to have ever believed in you at all. This has gone on.
Psycho
We got
is
the-
the achievement we just got.
Wow.
For me to let go of
Okay,
this form
so one option is just pissing him off
of all of you.
Yeah.
so much he leaves
But
Earth.
know this. If I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever ascend.
Okay, so I guess this is an ending.
Yeah, this feels like ending 3, maybe.
Yeah, that feels about right. Because we want to make it so that we can go to Elysium, right?
I guess.
Maybe.
I mean,
or at
like,
least get people out. Why can't we go to Elysium?
well, because
I know, 'cause we suck.
because we just got the achievement, Psycho.
Yeah, we did.
We just want to return to the world.
Sure. Let's try that one.
Very
Is this
well.
going to be everybody?
I will have Charon make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest.
What? Why?
Why? That's not what I want. Don't make me kill her again. I'm gonna say why.
Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to
Yeah,
this
we'll probably
moment will
shunt it
never have
to the
taken
future.
place.
Be a paradox. Yep.
And you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now, are you ready?
We are. We have a little save back there, and we'll probably need that for later.
Yeah, because we're probably going to get ending 3 or some other ending, and then
Yep.
we got to go back and see
I
what
love
else
that
get.
we just. What a
Paths
rude
never cross
move.
again.
Wow. Persuade the god of the underworld to abolish the golden rule.
We did it.
We did it!
We did a Herculean task.
Woo!
Congratulations. I feel like we could have been kinder, but
Yeah,
and by kinder I mean like to humanity. I don't like with I don't really care about his feelings all that much, but
yeah. But
hey,
that
Al.
was like we just threw humanity all under the bus.
yeah, more than a bit.
Yeah. Hey, Al.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
For what it's worth though, humanity has never gone to Elysium, and also we don't know if it's too good. So
True.
like
All very true. Fuck him.
yeah,
It.
a neutral outcome.
Yeah. Whatever. I just want to surrender my essence to oblivion
Yeah.
at the end. So.
Oh god. Alworth, I came in here to find you.
Yeah.
Well,
A
here I
little too
am.
real.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Roscoe.
Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to her. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook, and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him, and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
Sounds a bit far-fetched.
Actually, I kind of like, that was me.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city.
Do you
Follow
have a
me.
key? Do you have a
I'm right
key
behind
that
you.
I could take into the
That
past?
would be great. Oh, that would be
Probably
cool.
not. It's also
Oh,
here we go.
this is new.
This is new.
Return to the river. Oh wait, no, we've gone this way before.
Oh yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the way out through the aqueduct.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just looks like, I guess the lighting is different.
Yeah.
Sorry, Al.
Hadn't
I
seen it in a
just
while.
ran
I'm going
by
to pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Good call.
you. Good idea.
You go on ahead. I'll be there
I think
soon.
God left though, so
Yeah, God left. This is going to be a really awkward chat with Karen we're about to have.
is Karen gonna just? What if Karen's not here?
That's also possible. Karen could have gone back to Elysium.
Yeah,
Hey,
unless unless we are actually still on a spaceship and Karen needs to get us the fuck out of
Well,
here.
no, because he just talked about Karen, so
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
she's
Karen.
here. What? Why are you still around?
Yeah.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
I found him.
Yeah, why are
Are
you
we
still
gonna have
here?
a chat?
What a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped
We
in
want
there.
to talk to you.
Why don't you tell me what you discovered? While we wait.
I discovered your real name is Karen, or is it Curdy?
I like that one.
Ah,
Ooh.
I see.
Hi.
I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Why were you behaving like that before?
Whoa.
You can just call me Charon, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
What truth is that?
That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
I mean, I as the player.
Yeah,
I'm
I
fine, yeah.
want it for the
As
content.
you
Yeah.
wish. You were murdered.
Oh
Shit.
shit.
You were exploring an old tomb
Was it Al?
when you
Was it
discovered
Al?
a cache of forgotten relics, including
Yeah,
2
it was Al.
silver
Yeah.
coins.
each other.
Al!
Unfortunately, as you emerged into daylight,
Oh.
you were set upon by 2 thieves. A nearby hiker saw the
Oh, no,
scuffle
that was
break
okay.
out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your bounty. You both fought bravely,
Oh, we
but
were
your
both
assailants were
Okay.
armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally
But Al
could have
picked up
done.
one of the coins.
Yeah,
He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours
that's why we
later.
got in later.
That man's name was Al Word. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Charon's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here.
What's so special about these coins?
Perhaps
We
you
learned that.
Yeah, we
have
did.
heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferryman for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin
It's
would
just our
do.
ticket into the experiment.
A
Yep.
long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here.
I guess my question is, if sorry, this is so stupid. If one of them was melted down and made into 2 coins, would that be 2 opals? Or would you have to be in possession of both?
That's a good question because I think is it the amount of silver?
Or is it
Because-
just the material?
Yeah, if it has any bit of the original silver in it, but they incorporated new silver into it,
Maybe.
Does that? I feel like there's a finite amount of the god touch silver in the world. So
Yeah, but if, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's the ones that get, lost under couches, and that's just the way that is. But for the ones that, like, if they do get melted down, does that mean that that is no longer an opal at all?
I don't know, and I don't think God thought of it either. Because let's be real, he hasn't thought a lot of this through.
But he was the one that brought up smelting. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. He did bring that up.
But yeah, he probably didn't think it through. But there's so few of them left that
Right.
I guess I assumed the others had just gotten lost.
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe it's possible that there could have been more coins at some point. You know, the amount has gone up and down because, you know,
It
they've
just
been
fluctuates
lost,
based on- yeah.
and then some of them have been resmelted and
That's
everything.
possible.
So,
All right.
yeah. But that amount of material is in the world, and if you were in possession of it in some way, maybe it takes you here. I don't know. I'm just sort of spitballing.
No, the reason I was laughing is I'm like, this is so, it doesn't matter, but I think it's, I don't know, I like the mechanics of things like this.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
It's fascinating, and I still love that it's all so flawed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a question you would have to ask him, if that were still possible, in light of the path you have chosen.
We already asked him. It's
I
fine.
am just his servant, doing his bidding. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. You see, the coins on you and Al were the last of the 1,000 in existence. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Okay. Can you return us to the land of the living?
That'd be cool.
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
All right, Karen. Ferry
Yeah.
us home, I guess.
Take us out.
I guess we just have to keep that little conversation to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
1 year later?
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
What? I didn't expect this.
I didn't either. A museum.
Is there a fucking golden statue in here? I might pass out. Okay, there isn't. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again. I read your book, and what the critics said
We
about
wrote
it.
a book?
I guess they weren't ready for your theories about the underworld. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet, and I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you, I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
Are they golden statues?
If they're golden, there's gonna be golden
There's
statues
gonna be golden
in here.
statues.
There's gotta
of
be.
all of them.
Who are these? Look at all these people.
Oh, wait,
Galerius?
It's you.
Wait, what? Oh my god!
The
Finally
fuck?
here. Remember me?
Yeah?
What is happening? Okay.
This is somehow more ominous than
Wait.
walking into a room full of golden statues of these folks.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What are you doing
I mean,
here?
did they-
Crazy
wait.
story. After
Sorry,
you disappeared,
I-
Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over.
I guess
Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead
time
of
had
ours.
passed. They were stuck
Anyway,
in...
I know we only ever had that one conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life.
What are you doing with yourself these days? You're with Equitia now, and it's good to see you again,
What
Galerius.
the? Wait, don't click yet. So I guess when we said to God to save these people and get them out, that Charon just took them to our future?
Yeah, I don't
'Cause
know why that would have happened, but maybe that was a loophole. I don't know.
Ah, weird. It's good to see you again, Galerius, I guess. I don't know. What are you doing with yourself? What is happening?
Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course. It's hard work, but I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own man, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
You're with Equitia now?
This is weird.
I know. I can't believe my luck
I
either.
know, she's hot.
But we're
Yeah.
engaged and living together. We're planning to get married next spring.
Good for you guys.
If you're going to be around, we'd love to see you.
Oh,
there.
we're invited to your wedding.
I'd love that. Count me in. All right.
I love
Of
this
course,
guy.
there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you, so you better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
This is
This
the
is
Oracle.
fucking wild.
This is fucking wild. And I guess this is the true end, I would guess.
I guess.
It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told me all about
We technically hadn't met you yet.
We haven't met any of them,
Yeah.
but we're their oracle, so
Yeah.
Wow. Good to see you too, Equitia.
So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing. Actually, and it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this, I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable.
That's such a weird position to be in.
Yeah.
She's a holy person her whole life, and then she gets concrete proof that not only did gods exist, but they're all gone now.
They just left.
100% gone now.
Your gods were real, but they just like pieced the fuck
and so
out.
she's like, I guess I don't believe in religion anymore.
I guess I'm not gonna worship them anymore.
Whoa.
That would fuck me up.
That would be life ruining.
Whoa.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
Yeah.
Galerius and I are engaged and expecting. We've just bought a lovely villa in the countryside with room for a large family, and Dooley too, of course. It feels like the world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities for our children than we ever imagined.
Equitia?
We're just so thankful for what you did for us. For all
Do you
of
own a
us.
cell phone? She must.
She must.
Look at this dress she's wearing.
Yeah.
This is a woman that owns a cell phone.
Yeah. How's? Oh my god. They had to just learn how to in a year.
I know. I was supposed to say they've
been
had a year. 3 years? No, 1
No,
year.
it's been 1 year.
It's been 1. You figured this stuff out.
Wow.
Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely. In fact, she's here somewhere, if you'd like to ask her yourself.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, it's good seeing you,
See you at the
Equitia.
wedding, I hope.
I
Yeah.
guess so. Is that Dooley?
I'll
next?
be there. Hey, Dooley.
Hello.
He's got a
Oh, that's
backpack.
tracksuit.
I remember who you are, Dooley.
Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't like it.
What are you doing with yourself?
Yeah.
I live at Galerius and Equitia's house. They look after me now and help me remember when I forget things, like brushing my teeth.
I'm sorry that we never found your treasure.
Yeah.
Treasure? Oh, I forgot about that. I like my box now. Galerius got me a box that tells stories. It's my favourite.
Is that
TV?
Is that a TV or a cell phone?
Story boxes are great, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's maybe
Yeah.
a video game
Oh,
player.
yeah.
A game
Story
machine.
boxes.
It's the PlayStation 4.
All right. Who? Oh, is it? Who is this?
Horatius? Why are you in? Oh, I guess you
Oh.
applied to a
I'm
different
Horatius.
Yeah.
military.
I guess so.
Also, your pecs,
I
man.
was about to comment on his pecs.
What the fuck?
They're so developed.
They're so developed. Hey, Horatius.
I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life.
Didn't notice
And
under the
reuniting
toga
Sentinel with us as
before.
well.
Or armor, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry. This does imply that he immediately, within 1 year of finding himself in the future in a different country,
I
was
need-
like, I have to join the
I
military.
need another army
Yeah.
to serve.
God.
Wow.
I'm living up north and studying in the military academy in Modena. I'm going to be an officer one day. The world's changed a lot. But some things stay the same. Would you believe we're still studying military tactics from my time? Alexander the Great, Caesar, Hannibal Barca. Still, I have to keep challenging myself to let go of old ways of thinking and embrace
As
the
Seneca
new.
wrote.
Oh boy.
As Seneca wrote, the ones who pioneered our paths aren't our masters, but our guides.
I'm sorry you never got to see your girl again.
Yeah.
Ah, you remembered that. Thank you. I grieved for a time, but that's done. In the words of Epictetus,
Oh,
as
Horatius,
those
never
who
change.
rode behind triumphant generals remind them they are
Or
mortal.
maybe do change a
Except
little
he is
bit.
kind of a
Yourself,
shitty
your
person.
precious
No.
one isn't one of your possessions,
Horatius?
but
Yeah,
something
didn't he help
given
with
for now.
imprisoning
I guess
Not
he
forever.
did. We never got like true evidence of that, but I have to assume so. 'Cause
Yeah.
we were blaming it on him only to find out it was Cynthius. What I don't know is whether he helped with the abduction.
That's fair.
I
Yeah.
think probably.
He probably did. 'Cause
Yeah, I'm
he's
gonna
his
say.
right-hand
I'm
man.
gonna say almost definitely. So
Yeah.
fair enough. Fuck you, Horatius.
I'm glad you're coping.
Yeah, I'm glad you're coping.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, and I don't know if you've heard, but a few of us are going for drinks later. It'd be nice to
Coffee shop AU.
chat.
It's real. This game ends in a coffee shop AU.
Oh my god.
Holy shoot.
We get like an Avengers post-credit scene with them
Oh my
Right.
god.
eating shawarma.
He's not much.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Good one. He had more trouble adapting than most.
did?
Demitius.
He got himself disqualified from the UFC. So he started some kind of underground blood sport tournament, like we had in Rome.
Wholly unsurprised.
Suppose it appealed to people's baser instincts. And they say he made some good coin, killing a bunch of men like that.
Oh.
But his luck finally ran
Yeah.
out. And his life along with it. You know what they say. Live by the sword, die by the
Who
sword.
said it?
That is very true. Horatius, you didn't actually credit your quote. Shame on you. Secondly, I fucking love that in the coffee shop AU, they couldn't justify Demitius still being alive.
I honestly love that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sounds like he got what he deserved.
Honestly, yeah.
You're not wrong.
Okay, it was good seeing you,
See you
Horatius.
at drinks
You're a
later.
weird man.
You're an odd one. What?
Hey,
I just...
I
I think you might have the wrong body model.
I think he has the wrong body model. Hey, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Love your sweater dress,
it.
actually.
Yeah. It's great.
Thanks for coming.
Good to see you.
I guess. That's all we can say?
That's it?
Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia. I didn't want to be associated with Sentius after what happened. I'm not sure if you heard, but after you drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the Great Temple.
Oh!
She knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper cistern all that time. But he's been dealt with.
Where she's at the end. We're gonna talk to her.
You know what? The important thing is we'll never see him again.
Yeah, what are you doing, Cynthia?
Sorry, that's rad as hell.
That is really cool.
That
because she's a human mortal. We fear.
yeah,
and now
I
she's
mean,
out.
yeah, like Pluto was like, well, whatever, go die, I guess, because
Yeah.
you can't go to Elysium. I lost my bet. So she's just with. Oh, that's
she's
cool.
just with us.
I'm looking forward
and
to
she's
meeting
getting
her.
like this is what she wanted too.
Yeah,
so this is great.
And you know, she wanted to lead by being part of people.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
and maybe that's
shit.
why they're all here instead. Is that like the past is already predetermined? Sort of. I mean, we changed it, but maybe that's why she's catching up to modern day.
Yeah, we have to hop to the
Yeah.
future. Yeah.
What you doing with yourself, Cynthia?
Anything I want. I'm a woman of means in a vast new world. I can go wherever and do whatever I please. Of course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me, because it's just awful out there. Barbarians everywhere.
Everyone's got villas.
I know. How'd they all find
Yeah.
in this housing market?
In this economy?
He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld. Trapped in a metal shell, slowly losing his mind until the end of time.
All right.
Eternal torment. Just what he deserves, if you ask me.
All right. He did once tell me he wanted to live forever. Oh shit.
Then I suppose he got
There it
his
is.
wish.
It's good seeing you, Cynthia.
I guess.
You're always
See you
really
around.
sharp. But it is good to see you. Hello.
Pointy. Hello.
You're the Oracle, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Roscoe's fine.
Yep.
Oh, of course. Sorry.
I'm sorry. There's just a statue.
I never
dick
got
right
Yeah,
there.
it's like right there. You're right.
For telling Galerius how to save my life. And of course, getting
I'm sorry.
me
I'm 12 years old.
No.
and all of
You made me
us
smile
out of a
too.
terrible situation.
Sorry, Yulia. I am distracted.
I listened to nothing that you
What
just
are you
said.
doing with yourself these days?
Oh, I barely recognize myself. I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend. And I'm studying English at university. Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Turns out, it's about 30 times bigger than the Roman Empire ever was. Did you know there are entire continents Rome never knew existed? And you can travel almost anywhere in an aircraft, which is rather like flying on a Pegasus, but much
She's
more
having a
comfortable.
grand time.
Oh, sorry, you already know all that, of course. I'm just so excited. There's so much to see and learn and write about.
Good for you, Yulia. I'm
Dang,
glad you're
Yulia.
having fun.
I also kind of feel like when they fast forwarded to the future, Proserpina like laid her hand on everyone's head and is like, "You're just gonna cope. You're gonna. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna give you so much money. Karen's gonna give you so much money. You're gonna be fine."
We dug up all of those silver coins.
Yep.
No,
but I do need you to be okay with this.
I'm curious if anyone in this group is not okay with it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
we'll
am
find
too.
out.
Well, I guess Domitius didn't do great, but like he
Yeah,
did what he
true.
did. Seeing the world through fresh eyes sounds wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are. I hope to change that. One day.
Whatever happened to Malleolus and Claudia?
Yeah, good question.
They must. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Last I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Roman Empire, and wound up being committed to a psychiatric hospital. As for Claudia, she was always so viciously unhappy. Someone said she'd blown all her money on wine, trying to drink herself back to the underworld. After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and me, I can't help feeling a sense of... what's that German word? Schadenfreude?
I think you're allowed to feel that way. Sounds like they got what was coming to them. I think you're allowed to feel that way. They specifically came after you.
You're very
hard.
kind.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to Aurelia?
That I care.
Someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince, and how she was going to be living the high life from now on. Even in your time, life still isn't fair. Apparently, he'd proposed before they'd even met. And last I heard, she'd bought herself a first-class one-way ticket to join him in some exotic place called... what was it? Nigeria? Some people have all the luck.
Okay, don't worry. Something tells me she's gonna get what she deserves.
Oh, wow.
As an oracle, I foresee disappointment in her future.
I like that one.
Really? Huh. I feel better already. Thank you.
Nobody sat you all down and had a computer class on how to read email.
We can go to bars and drink
this
wine.
This 3,000-year-old grandma got
scared. And the people who live there.
All right, I'll take you up on that. We are committing to a lot of social events.
We're
is
going
what's
to
happening right now. Lucretia, damn!
Hello. How are you doing?
Look at that dress.
I love this dress.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Hey, Lucretia.
Lucy is fine. I'm making an effort to blend in, as you can see. We are all trying to keep a low profile. If the world knew we died 2,000 years ago and were suddenly brought back to life 12 months ago, they'd never leave us alone. Speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'd say the gods smile on you, but I hear you drove the last of them off. So...
yeah, they don't love me. Well, maybe one does. We haven't seen her yet.
Ooh, true.
What you doing with yourself?
Yeah.
I'm studying to get into medical school. As much as I resented the responsibility of keeping everyone in the city alive, when it ended, I realized I missed it. So I guess I'll just keep saving the world, if begrudgingly, one patient at a time.
That's so cool.
You're so cool.
You too. Don't be a stranger.
I really like Lucretia.
I like her too. Yeah. She's really cool.
God, all the fashion choices for everyone are wild.
They're so spot on.
They're really good.
Hey,
it's good
Georgius.
stuff. Georgius!
Look at you!
Oh my god!
Looking fresh.
Greetings. You must be the legendary oracle. It is a sincere privilege to finally make your acquaintance. I am Georgius.
Good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
I am told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades, and for that, I am most grateful.
Okay, Bets, because I can't tell. Who is it that's crashing on the...
oh, I see!
in the exhibit over there?
I don't know!
Who is that, and why are they so cool?
They look amazing!
I know! What you doing with yourself these days, Georgius?
I am reacquainting myself with Greece. It has changed so much over the last 2,000 years, I barely recognize it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling. Perhaps one day, once I have seen all of this new Greece and sampled her delights, I will settle down in Santorini in a villa overlooking the Azure Aegean Sea. I hope you will join me there and regale me with the story of how you faced off against the fearsome god of the underworld.
We got a little help.
I have a major question. It's a very important question, and I want everyone to consider it. Are they all speaking Latin?
That is a great question.
Or is the same magic that translated them for us now applying to everybody in the world, and they're just getting away with the fact that none of them speak English?
I don't know. What are they speaking? Because they have to interact with other people in the world, right?
So I have to assume that they're speaking common and they're being magically translated to everybody that they talk to.
I guess so.
Because earlier when we were like, why aren't you speaking Latin? They're like, we are speaking Latin.
Yeah, oh yeah, because when we met Galerius for the first time, he's like,
translator technology.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
But now we're in the real world, so we don't have alien translator technology.
But we were always in the real world, right?
I mean, I guess so. We were in, like, actual...
These are the same people that were in the alien bunker, so they have vocal cord implants that automatically transform whatever they're saying.
Man, people turn to gold, so it's like, I won't...
You know what, you're right. It's a good point.
Put anything past
Sorry,
it.
I don't know why I'm interrogating this other than the fact that they brought up the Latin thing earlier, and I can't stop thinking about it.
It's a really good point. Honestly, Yulia said she was studying English. I mean, I guess she could speak English. You can speak English and study English, but
yeah.
Just
I don't know. But then she said Schadenfreude.
Right.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Consider me there, Georgius.
I guess we shouldn't think too hard about it.
We have to commit to more social engagements.
Yeah.
It was great seeing you, Georgius.
You too, my friend.
Whomst? Oh, I'll get there in a moment. Hey, Fabia.
Hey.
You're the one we've been waiting for.
Great to see you again.
Hey, Fabia.
I wanted to say thanks for sending Galerius to save my life. I don't know how you knew. I would have been crushed by that shrine for sure.
You're welcome.
Yep.
I'm just so happy to be here with you and everyone together again, even if it's just for one more night.
What are you doing with yourself?
Well, it's not like I have to work with all the silver Charon gave me, so I just do what makes me happy.
Karen did just give everyone a lot of money.
Baking for my friends and looking at memes while binging TV shows in yoga pants.
Wow.
What a time to be alive.
You should apply for Great British Bake Off.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Please
get And they're like, what's your backstory, fam?
Well, I came into some money later in life.
Oh my god.
It's like
incredible. That honestly, I hope this isn't sarcastic. I genuinely mean this.
It does sound like life well spent.
Yes, really thank you. Okay,
amazing.
Incredible. I'm so glad things worked out for you.
I'm so glad this kind lady is just living her best life. Yeah. What is this?
It's a big pot.
It's a big pot. And who is this?
Oh my god, he came too.
It's him!
It's you!
Oh my god!
You're the oracle everybody's
Are you a professor now?
Pleasure to finally meet you.
Please tell me you're a professor.
Oh my god, we met before, though I wouldn't expect you to remember it.
We have. I'm
Philip!
sorry, I
Philip!
don't remember. In any case,
At long last, we
I'm
now
Philip.
know.
I never thought I'd leave that cave, let alone the city. And now I'm living in the 21st century. What a time to be alive. And it seems I have your catabasis to thank for it.
What you doing with
I'm working
yourself?
as a consultant to the
knew it.
Faculty of Classics at Cambridge University, helping fill the odd gap in their knowledge. Not that I need the money, but I do love being around enlightened minds again.
Just don't debate one so hard that they murder you again, Philip.
Yeah, let's not.
My sincere thanks.
You
once
gotta
again.
restrain yourself just a little bit. Okay, who is it?
Okay, who is
Who
this?
is it?
Some soiree.
Oh,
Decius!
fuck you, Decius!
Fuck you.
No!
We are gonna have to talk to him.
I know.
Oh man, I hate.
Oh, hello at
that.
last. You must be the oracle I've heard so much about. I'm Decius.
Yeah, we know. Hi,
Listen,
Decius.
I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for what you did. If it wasn't for you, I'd never been able to sell all those useless old relics I accumulated. Whatever you did in that temple made me a very wealthy man. Thank you.
You would have been wealthy anyway, man. No need to thank me. It was entirely unintended.
Kind of like that.
Such acerbic wit. I love it.
What are you doing? I guess.
Sorry,
Are you a crypto bro?
Yeah. Oh my god. In the coffee shop AU, I see a enemies to lovers plot between this guy and the main character. Oh god. Hey buddy.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
What you do? Are you into crypto?
Yeah.
I took the money I made from selling my trinkets and started
I
investing
fucking
in the
knew
stock
it.
market. That's where the real money is now. In fact, I was hoping to ask your advice, you being the oracle and future seer and all that, on which stocks I should invest in
When does
next.
this take place?
I can't decide between fossil fuels, tobacco, gambling and arms.
Wow.
What would you recommend?
I can't really see the future, I'm afraid. It wouldn't help. I wouldn't help you even if I could.
I kind of like that.
Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Dacius. I won't take no for an answer.
DVD rentals have a bright
Oh, these are all great. Wait, what are the other two lines?
These are so good. Broadcast television is going to be the next big thing. Print media is going to make a huge comeback.
I like DVD rentals.
I do too.
Oh, of course, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. I'll go home and buy up as much stock as I can tonight. I'm going to make a bloody fortune.
Have fun.
Enjoy yourself, Decius.
Of course, don't let me keep you. Thanks again for the tips, my friend.
This game's cute as fuck.
That's really
I love this.
funny.
I really love this
Good
game.
evening.
Even just because of that encounter.
I love that so much.
God. Okay, Octavia, you first.
How
Again,
are
the
you
sweater
feeling?
dresses.
Oh, hello.
Good luck.
It's lovely to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Are you a pastor now? Because I feel like you're
I'm
a pastor now.
thankful that you're here. I was sure the person who drove off the last pagan god would have more important things to do than visit the likes of us.
You're
But
gonna be
thank
like
you
that.
for coming and for saving our lives. What you did was extraordinary, and I'll never forget it.
Okay,
What are you
doing
up
with
to?
yourself?
I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat by the Tiber. Not
Crisis
far from my old
counselor.
place.
That's really sweet.
Oh, and I'm training to be a crisis counselor.
That's cool.
Because she didn't have the
After
skills
you sent Galerius
first
to
time.
persuade
Yeah.
Ulpius not to take his own life,
That's
I
actually
was
really sweet,
inspired.
Octavia.
I just want to spend the rest of my life helping people, like you helped him.
I'm gonna be real, Octavia. This
That's
entire
cool.
game has been us underestimating you as a good person, literally time after time after time.
True.
By which I mean, like, the game is set up for you to assume that she's the one that's blackmailing Virgil, and then it's like,
She's
no,
not.
she's fine. She's
Yeah,
just a good person.
she's just a good person.
She's just a good person. It's
Yeah.
okay.
That's sweet.
That's
I
really
like
sweet,
that. And I
Octavia.
feel a little bad that I have
No,
underestimated
I
her
look,
too,
I was playing
so-
into it too, but no, this game is underestimating the fact that she's just a good person. Sounds like a noble cause. Good on you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah, it's good seeing
And
you.
you.
Yeah, very nice. And then
Keep it being awesome.
Livia's here.
Oh my gosh, you look
Greetings.
beautiful.
Hi, you're looking so good.
Good to see you, Livia.
Thank you for your kind words and for liberating us all. In all the time I was in the underworld, I never once imagined that I might end up in a place so much like Elysium.
What you doing with yourself?
Yeah.
I'm recovering. Octavia was kind enough to let me stay with her for a while, at least until I'm well enough to be independent again.
That was a massive, massive trauma that you underwent, but everyone underwent. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, fair. Take your time.
That's very good.
Yeah. Read any good poem. You literally died, and then found out that you died. Like, I don't know of what more.
Yet she died, found out that she died, and then everyone told her she was wrong.
Yeah.
For like all the time that she was there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just wild.
And now you found out that you're alive and you got shunted into the 21st century. So
Yeah, I like.
There's a lot.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
You're doing really well. Read any good poems lately?
Ah, you remember that. I'm a little tired of Ovid, but that's all right. I have 2,000 years worth of poetry to catch up on now. I'm already up to the 19th century, and am quite enjoying the work of a fellow named Poe. I think I may have found a kindred spirit. Men have called me mad, but the question is not yet settled whether madness is or is not the loftiest intelligence.
Well said. Perhaps you're right. Yeah.
Well said.
Good to see you,
And
Livia.
you. Farewell, friend.
I knew she was gonna say Poe too. I'm like, she's feeling Poe.
Yeah. I'll also say I have always been a bit about future epilogue type of things, because I think they can really ruin the story you were trying to tell. This rules. I'm really, really enjoying this.
I actually like this one too, because I feel the same way. I feel like it can walk a very fine line, or it can it can fuck things up very easily.
And this is tricky what they're doing right now. And they have to sell it for every character. I would not have taken this on. However, I'm really enjoying it. Kabosh!
Oh yeah,
Cool
looking
jacket.
at the statue, the Egyptian statue.
It is an honor to finally
cool
meet
jacket.
you, Oracle.
Thanks, Kabosh.
You know my name? Oh, of
You're
course.
an oracle.
You are an oracle. You know many
Yeah.
things. I too would like to offer my thanks for releasing us from that place, and for your role in bringing us here. This world is truly wonderous.
What have you been doing these days?
For a time, I returned to Alexandria, but they have no need of another fisherman, and I came to see there is nothing for me there. Instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youths and backpack the world. It is a great adventure, and I have met many people from many cultures.
That's cool.
I spent the first 25 years of my life avoiding the 42 sins that would deny me access.
Now he's like, there's no afterlife. Fuck it, let's go wild.
Yeah.
I think it is time I had some fun.
Wow.
That's literally what's going on.
Yeah, he's
right
like,
now.
well, there's no afterlife. Might as well just go.
Yeah,
do
God's
shit.
not real. Let's have fun.
Wow.
Powerful, Kabash.
Amazing.
Sounds like you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Bit of a pivot, but honestly,
that is a big pivot.
Yeah,
but all right.
always a delight.
You do you.
Hey, it's Scintilla.
Scintilla.
Hello there.
I wish we had gotten to know you at all.
Yeah.
Hi, Scintilla.
Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name.
Fair enough.
After you drove Pluto off, Proserpina came and released me, and that monster got what was coming to him.
Do you remember us meeting you? And then no, that was a different timeline.
That's a different
Cool,
timeline.
fantastic. I'm sorry, I had no idea. It sounds like he got what he deserved.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing?
I'm living with Ulpius on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's even more wonderful than I dreamed it would be. I'm so grateful to you for making sure he's still with us. If you're ever passing through the region, I hope you'll come and visit us. You can try some of our very own wine.
I might just do that.
Yeah.
More social engagements.
Yep.
Thanks.
Good to see you, Gabriella.
You too.
I'll talk to Ulpius real quick, and then the folks on the other side.
Hey, Ulpius.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Ulpius.
Good to see you.
I understand I have you to thank for sending Galerius to save my life. The way you just showed up out of the blue and stopped me from making a terrible mistake, I'll be forever in your debt.
What you up to?
I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria. We finally bought the little vineyard we always dreamed
I'm really
of.
happy for them.
It'll be a little while before we know what
Yeah,
we're
I was
doing,
about to
but
say, you guys have
every
made
day
wine
I
already?
look at her and this extraordinary new world with all its beauty, and I think, what if I'd given up hope and missed out on all of this? So we're living each day to the fullest. And we end them all the same way, sitting together on our terrace with a glass of our wine, which the locals say is almost drinkable now, and watching the sunset over the rolling hillside. And I couldn't be happier.
Good for you.
I'm glad you're happy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wouldn't be here without you.
Thanks, Ulpius.
You too.
Good to see you, bud.
Evening.
Oh, did these two get together?
Oh my God. Unhealthy. Okay, I'm hoping for the best, Virgil, but like you need to you need to deal with this guy.
Yeah.
Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
Rufus. Oh man.
Fuck, man. You too. What did you say your name? No. Hey, it was good to see you, Rufus.
I go by Rufus now.
Okay.
New start, new name. Oh, and thanks, by the way, for telling Galerius how to treat my
You got you,
rheumatism.
man.
I probably would have lost my mind if it wasn't for that willow bark. Although I think your people have a different name for it. Aspirin, I believe.
It
A little easier to come by.
a little easier to come by, solves a lot of problems.
Sorry, I'm no good with the mushy stuff.
Rufus, what you doing with yourself these days?
Yeah.
I live with Virgil in Rotterdam, not far from where he grew up. It's very modern. Destroyed in the war, and it rebuilt itself. Good place for a fresh start. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with my life yet. One adjustment at a time.
Honestly, that makes you
Fair
more
enough.
reasonable than most of this room. They are way too put together.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know what the
I
fuck I'm
know.
doing.
Yeah, like that's valid, man. Turns out you're right. The statues really were watching us.
Huh. Good to know. Anyway, it was good practice for the new world. Security cameras and smartphones everywhere. Got to stay vigilant.
That is unfortunately true.
Yeah.
All right, it was good seeing you.
Good to see you.
You too. Look us up next time you're in the Netherlands. We're
Okay.
grateful.
All right.
Honestly, I'm really glad you're doing better.
I'm-
You seem a lot better.
He's doing much better.
Yeah, I realized we caught him on a very bad day.
Just a very bad time.
Yeah, just a generally very bad time.
Probably the lowest time in his life, I would say.
I think that's probably true.
Yeah.
Hey, Virgil, how you doing?
It's so nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Good to see you.
I wanted to thank you personally for getting us out of there. And for helping Rufus come to terms with himself. He may come off a little gruff, but once you get past that, he's a lovely fellow.
It does seem like that. I like how we're begrudgingly
I know.
like,
I mean,
alright.
he was harassing.
He was harassing
He was a harasser. But
all right.
If you're happy,
Yeah,
I'm not
if you're
gonna
happy,
judge you, man. Which I realize that you both have experienced things that nobody else has experienced, and therefore, like,
Yep.
I understand why you would be drawn to one another.
Mm-hmm. And like Rufus is like, I want a fresh start.
Yeah,
I was fucked up.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, I'll fine.
Yeah.
Just so long as you're happy, Virgil. That's all I want. I really like you.
Yeah, me too. I just want the best for you, Virgil.
That's all I want. Okay, what you doing with yourself?
I'm studying to be an
Nice.
architect again, and living with Rufus in our beautiful flat in Rotterdam. Just down the river from Nijmegen, where I grew up. Of course, it's improved immensely since I was there last. Gleaming futuristic buildings and clean streets full of educated, accepting people. You natives of the 21st century have no idea how fortunate you are.
Good. That
You
sounds
too,
lovely,
As
Virgil.
Rufus said in his own laconic way, if you're ever in the Netherlands, we'd love to show you around. It's the least we could do.
I will take you up on that. All
Thanks,
right.
everybody. Is there anyone else we need to talk to?
It's got to be Proserpina, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody else from the group,
Not that I
right?
saw.
And these are all just the relics from there, or maybe not all of them.
No, I think it's just general
relics from all of those.
I mean, admittedly, a lot of these are like props that were used throughout the game.
Yeah, yeah.
To call back to that, but
wow. Oh, whoomst? Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
It's Al. Okay.
Sorry.
There you are.
Without the
I
cut
hope you
on his
enjoyed
head,
that.
he
Yeah.
looks
Now,
different.
there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Yeah.
Yep. Ah! She still does that!
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself,
Wow.
Proserpina. I recognize that voice.
Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
It's funny that we now got the background noise of people talking in this museum.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Can you hear that?
Yep.
That's funny.
It's mostly in the right headphone.
Oh,
but yes.
okay.
And you're mostly right headphone right now.
I'm just wearing a right headphone
Yep,
right now. Yeah.
No, 100%. Mine is all music and like slight chatter. I think it's
funny.
because there's a gathering
There's like
down the stairs.
Yeah, I think so. There's like a little gala or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were whispering to me all along.
Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues and whisper to you when he was distracted.
Very cool.
I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected.
You did what you could. Thank you. You created the time loop.
I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal.
Still have that now?
After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years,
Yes.
I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath. So I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power, and so I put a safeguard in place. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life, so that it could only be used selflessly to help others. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day. And as a veteran soldier, he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle. Of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him. And there was little I could do but wait for someone like you to come along and see him for what he was. We were all fortunate you came along when you did.
I wonder how many people had come.
Yeah.
More than us, obviously. And us being our character now.
Yeah.
But I wonder how many there were.
Yeah, how many, like, potential oracles she tried to send along.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What became of Pluto?
I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him. And I rather hope it stays that way.
Cool.
Fair. That's valid.
Yeah.
He had you in a glass box for thousands of years. What became of Karen?
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, she was working on a new world of some
Karen?
kind. She wouldn't say what it was. But I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will. One day.
They're making another game.
Well,
It's the sequel.
Yeah, well, there is that interpretation. I love that Karen's like, after seeing that terrible experiment run for thousands of years, I've got some very cool ideas about how to make a hip, fresh underworld. Let's go.
Or maybe Karen's like, wow, this was like the worst run experiment ever.
I'll do it better.
I'll do it right.
Yeah, no, that's also fair. It was nice meeting you.
And you. Although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those
Are they
golden
down there?
statues scattered throughout the city?
Oh my god!
Of course.
Good. Because they remember you.
Proserpina!
Well done, my friend.
What?
If any heroes who ever came to the underworld in return,
Holy
none came close
shit!
to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus,
Wow.
Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
It's them!
Is Galatea in there?
The canon ending is the
Get it,
achievement we got.
Galatea!
Woo! We got an 4-4!
Oh my god.
That was really cool.
10 out of 10.
Whoa.
I love this game terribly.
That was wild.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
That was honestly, that checked every conclusion box I could have wanted.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, that was
with
really
that.
strong.
I
even was doubting, like, not that they'd land it, but like I just didn't know what was gonna happen going into this final loop.
I didn't know what direction
Yeah.
they were going to go with it. And honestly, they did a really pretty solid job at like tying up almost all the loose ends, like for the most part.
It's like I know there's 2 endings we didn't get, obviously. One is shooting Sentius and one is the mysterious ending 3.
I wonder if that is you get everyone out, but you're not actually freeing Proserpina. You know what I mean?
I think that's quite possible.
That,
That
like,
honestly, that sounds pretty correct.
Yeah,
It's like you save the people, but you didn't like solve the problem.
Yeah, you didn't actually solve. Yeah, you didn't solve the puzzle. Like, well, you solved a puzzle, but you didn't. Yeah, it was you had different like a different motive.
Yeah.
That you hit.
God, that ruled though. That was really good.
That was so good.
Wow. Also, this is cool. By the way, all the little headshots for
love-
the actors. This is great.
Well, I think it's for the whole like
the
cast
whole
and crew,
cast, yeah.
everybody. Well, they were showing headshots
Oh, yeah.
for
the main creators
the
too.
developers,
Yeah. I'd love this.
This is really cool.
I love
Galerius.
this game. Galerius.
The good voice
The
performances
Flash.
too.
Yeah, no, they were really solid. And like also, shout out to the animators because even with like the kind of limited models that they had, they were able to get really great expression out of them and all of that.
Yeah, they were able to take the Skyrim models and sort of push them I think as far as they could possibly go.
Yeah. I think that is about as far as they possibly could have gone.
Yep.
I love the town. I like the mystery. I really liked this game.
This was really good.
I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I know you could sense it in me. There was a moment in last episode when it was discovered that it was a spaceship the whole time where I was like, do I like this? And I really thought about it for a moment and I decided that I was like, I just want to be in this and enjoy it. And boy, am I glad I did because the whole, like, it just keeps on going after that. It's really fun.
It did kind of, I could feel that for a moment where you're like, do I want to push back on this?
Yeah.
And you're like, let's just ride it out and see what happens. And
admittedly, I think the reason why it ended up like working for me is just that they committed to giving you just enough information to be like, okay, all right, that this does make sense. This does align with what we knew before. While also like having it be kind of a goofy, fun surprise.
Yeah.
But also playing it very straight. Yeah, like really, really, really straight.
There was like, yeah, it's so true. It was not a joke. It was like,
no,
this is what we're doing.
It was definitely not a joke, but also I think they must know like the shouting that we did when the Sumerian door opened and it's a future
spaceship door. God, just the violent reaction I felt in my body when that reveal happened. I have not had. I want to read this in a sec.
Yeah.
That sort of like reaction to a twist in like a while.
Yeah.
Like that one just like came out of left field and just like took me out by the knees.
That was pretty dang powerful. I agree.
I don't know why I didn't see that, but it just got me.
No, it just never occurred to me for a moment that it could be aliens.
Oh my god. A message from the developers. We hope you enjoyed the Forgotten City. We'd love to make even better games in the future, and you can help us out by recommending the Forgotten City to a friend or writing a review. The more people play our games, the more we can level up. Yay!
And to that point, if you enjoyed this game, you know, feel free to go over to Steam and leave a review there being like, this game rules, because it was fun. This was really great.
Or play it to see the other 2 endings that we didn't get.
Yeah,
you can try that.
That's an even better Allison. That's way better.
Because I don't think it's likely we'll go back and get those endings, but we do know what they are or guess.
Now, I mean, I don't know what the mysterious ending 3 is, so I am in fact going to
I don't want to spoil it too hard if you do decide to go back and do it, but I mean, we can kind of guess.
Literally, I typed in Forgotten City, and Forgotten City Ending 3 popped up as the first.
That's funny. Maybe it's one that it just gets
It must be one that people miss.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. There's Scintilla. I think it's probably what you said.
You get everyone out, but you don't get Proserpina.
It's, you know what I think it was? Actually, I think we missed it, but we missed it narrowly. I'm not reading anymore. This is me hypothesizing.
Sure, yeah.
Based entirely on the name. It was called, there's a couple endings. The one we got with Scintilla is the one that got away, and the one that we missed, number 3, is the ones that got away.
Ones that got away.
So remember there was that option with Galerius where instead of telling him to go around the city, it was like we didn't read it, but there was another option.
Yeah, it was like the golden rule's going to be broken. We could have him go round up everybody.
I think that's probably it. And if they were already there with Scintilla, we could be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And then something happens with Cynthius. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck we do. I mean, does Cynthius come down and we just like...
we kill him, but if they're already there...
They could just go out.
They can all go out.
Yeah.
So they're safe.
Yeah.
That's probably the ending we missed.
Probably.
Holy shoot, I loved the canon ending, though. That was really fun.
I love the canon ending, and that there is a coffee shop AU.
I just love it.
Like,
it writes itself, by which I mean it was already written.
It's just canon.
I know, it's just canon. Thank you all so much for joining us during this playthrough of The Forgotten City. If it's not obvious, we had a great time.
This game fucking rules.
Yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
So good. Excellent job, modern storyteller. Like, for real. That was so, like, it's just so smart. Like, it just, like, is this perfect little self-contained thing. Yeah, highly recommended if you just want to go and experience it for yourself too, even if you've watched through this.
100%. I'll also say that, and this is my final note on the game, I can't articulate how happy I am that we've played this game over the course of like a while, like a couple months.
Yeah.
Because weirdly, it made it a little more legendary in my mind, like being able to think about it, but like in the time between recording sessions, being able to like chat with you and friends and theorize about it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, it was really, really fun. I know you can knock this game out in a day easy. It's not that long, but I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
Yeah, I did. Same as well. I enjoyed lengthening it out, and it made it kind of a little more impactful because it gave me time to like ruminate on it and like spin it in my head a little bit and be like, what is going on? And just get excited for it.
Absolutely.
So, and I'm sure there's like merit to, you know, sitting down and playing it in a day or two. I'm sure that is still great. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that was not to lessen others' experiences with it. I personally, that's not always the case with some games. Some games I'm like, oh, I wish we could have just beaten that in a day.
Yeah.
This was just very fun.
Agreed. Yeah. I didn't want it to end, which is kind of why I think I enjoyed it being lengthened out like that. So, wow, what great fun. What a great game.
Well, we will see you all in the next playthrough of whatever we may play next. But thank you for joining us for the Forgotten City.
See you next time, folks.
Bye.